Die! Hello everybody, and welcome to another mod showcase. Today I have for you the orb or elemental orbs and stuff like that orb mod thing. Firstly, there are quite a few crafting recipes. As you can see, I've been testing out these orbs around the area. First thing you want to know is there is a new ore, and this is it. And when you break it, it drops one of those, which is a omega stone, which you can see here, omega stone. Okay, that'll be used later. But firstly, let's look at some crafting recipes. Okay, firstly, to make an orb, you need a chest and 4 glass, or glass, depending how you speak. And then a fire orb, you need an orb, which you made over there. Some coal and flint and steel, and you get yourself a fire orb. Then you have a lightning orb with an orb, redstone, and a thing of diamond. And then you have an ender orb, which you need an orb and a ender or eye of ender to make, and you get yourself an ender orb. Then you have the dry orb, which you need. What you need for that is a orb, some sand, and flint and steel, and you get yourself a dry orb. Then, oh, okay, I don't have it here, but it is the nature orb, and all you need is the seeds and oak sapling, and an orb, obviously, and you get yourself a nature orb. Then you have the explosion orb. That one's pretty cool. So is the fire one and lightning. Those are my favorite. Then all you need to do is get an orb and some 4 TNT, and you get yourself the explosion orb. Then the ice orb. You use an orb and ice blocks. Okay. The next one is the water orb. This is a fairly boring one. I have no idea what you would use it for, but it is there. You need an orb and 8 water buckets. Then, oh, again I don't have that here, but it is the animal orb. And this kind of creates animals, but you will see that later. What you need is an orb, 2 fish, raw beef, raw pork, raw chicken, and 2 bones and 1 piece of wool, and you get yourself the animal orb. The next one is the defender orb, which is this one. And what you need is an orb, 2 blocks of iron, 2 diamond, 1 pumpkin, and 3 bones, and you get yourself the defender orb. And then the last one is the nether orb. What you need is an orb, 2 nether, 2 soul sand, 1 ghast tier, 2 nether wart seed things, and 1 butter nugget. So that is all your crafting recipes for the orbs. But now, what is pretty cool is you can upgrade your orb by making one of these things. Yes, one of these. Okay. Now, how to make that is, you need to get yourself some omega stone from that ore, and 4 iron ingots, and you get the omega upgrader. Now what happens is, when you're holding an orb and you right click, it upgrades. And now I have a omega fire orb, which is pretty cool. So basically anything can upgrade. So let's have a look at what these things do. So the fire orb, well, this basically sets things on fire that are fairly close to it, like trees and animals. The lightning orb, this basically, yeah, okay, you couldn't see that, but it strikes a big bolt of lightning onto whatever you were aiming at. Now this explosion one only works when you aim it at an animal with some extremely odd reason. So you can only kill animals with this explosion mod, and probably people. And it is chosen. There we go. And you get your little beef here, and it does no damage to you, which is pretty cool. The next one is the ice orb. No, I just used it, but it kind of creates ice everywhere. I think if there's just normal water, I've chosen the wrong spot to do that. If there was normal water, it would freeze it. That's basically all that does. Then we have the Ender Orb, and I'm not sure what this one does yet. Nothing. Then we have the Dry Orb. This basically turns everything into sand and dirt. It's pretty boring. Wow, that's weird. So that is basically makes it dry everywhere. Yeah, very interesting. Then you have the Nature Orb. This one's pretty cool. If you're looking for some wood and you happen to have a Nature Orb, you can make yourself a nice little forest. And you can have some trees and grass. And you can get some more wood. Then we have the Water Orb. Now this one is a little weird, because all it does is when you right click is make a 2-block high thing, but it's floating off the ground. I don't know, it's a little weird. Yeah, okay, no idea what you'd use that for, but you can use it more than once, which is pretty cool. And then we can use the Animal Orb if you're low on, food or something. Usually it makes a whole bunch of animals. I don't know where the animals are. Animals. But the good thing, it does not make any squids, which is pretty cool. The next one, it creates wolves, and these wolves are already nice to you and they already have their colors, so they listen to you, which is pretty cool. This next one, the Nether Orb, creates a nether area where you can get some soul sand and netherrack. So if you're looking for some stuff like that, and lava. Okay, that's pretty cool. And basically the Omega ones just do it in a bigger scale. Like you could see here, it makes this kind of like a chunk size. It makes it just bigger than a chunk. Well, the same with everything else. Everything is a chunk. Radius, like the fire, will set any animal on fire within a chunk radius. Well, it's not really a radius because it's a square, but you all know what I mean. So, thank you for watching this video of mine. Please make sure you rate this video and subscribe